Hello world, my name is AK and you're watching the Swashbuckler's Arsenal. Today's video is our second prom video and I am probably way past the season of prom by now, so this could just be a nice jumpsuit to wear to a special occasion. But if you haven't gone to prom yet, I hope this gives you a couple of ideas and some tips. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to take your clothes and turn them into something a little bit different and unique. The first thing is obviously going to be to draw your design or to find a picture online of what you want to recreate. Now, I find inspiration from usually fabric or other clothes, so I looked at the bundle of clothes that I've kept that I want to use as fabric or tear up, or that don't fit me quite right but that are still kind of cool, and I drew inspiration from that. So the first thing that I had was from last year's prom videos that actually never came out, if I remember correctly, and that was a long black evening gown that I chopped the bottom off and used for a Coachella skirt. So I still had the top and I hadn't done anything with it. So that was the first inspiration. The second inspiration was a collared gray shirt, and it was too short on me and it was too tight. It was kind of weird, but I really liked the material and the way it looked, so I wanted to use that as well. And then every day I go to work, I have to wear black slacks, and I had two pairs, and I had one pair that I really liked wearing and I had another pair that I really didn't. So I took the pair of black slacks to put as the bottom. So with that as the inspiration, I drew this image as the kind of goal. So first I'm going to use the collar of the gray collared shirt, then the top of the black evening gown, and then the leftovers of the gray shirt on the bottom, and then the black slacks underneath. So the first thing I did was I put it on and kind of got an idea of how everything fit. The second thing is, because this is a jumpsuit, which later on I did realize that I could just wear the pants separate, which helped a lot, but with a jumpsuit you're taking all of those pieces off together. They're all attached to each other, which means you need a way to get in and out. So I knew that the zipper in the back of the evening gown just wasn't going to work. So I needed to see if I could put it on without the zipper. When it came to the collared shirt, I knew that I was going to have to put it over my head, so I needed to see how many buttons I would need undone to get it over my head, and that was number 3. I originally tried it with 2 buttons and that didn't work. So the first step was pretty simple. I chalked out where I wanted to take the sleeves off of the gray shirt, and then I really just completely ignored that line and winged it. Then I put the top of the evening gown back on and traced exactly where it went on the shirt. And I made sure to mark where the panels of the evening gown met with the shirt so that I had a place to line it up. And then I matched the chalk lines and pinned the front. Now, because I needed 3 button opening to get it over my head, but the top of the bodice sat at the 2 button spot, I just decided I wasn't going to sew the entire thing to the bodice. Instead, I just tacked the ends down by hand sewing that so that it wouldn't come through on the other side. Before I sewed the back together, I took the zipper out of the back of the evening gown and then stitched that seam closed. Then I had my mom chalk the back out for me, and I just machine sewed that. Next, I cut off all the excess of the gray collared shirt, and then I shortened the bodice of the evening gown. Then I laid the excess of the gray collared shirt out and cut a straight strip. And this is something I wish I didn't do. I do wish I kept the curves of the collared shirt that was down at the bottom. I wish I kept that. Instead, I cut it, and I regret that in hindsight, but we live, we learn sometimes. After I hemmed the new bottom of the gray shirt, I attached it to the bottom of the bodice of the evening gown. When I put it on, the part of the shirt that I had attached down here, which is meant to sit here, didn't fit here, which in hindsight makes complete sense. So I made a quick fix, which was just to seam rip open the side seams and let them flare open and hem them. Next, I took the sleeves, I seam ripped the cuffs off, and then cut the seam open. Then I sewed them right sides together at the point where the cuff should have been. After that, I folded it in half, sewed around the edge, turned it inside out, and top stitched it, and turned it into a tie, like this. Then we got to the pants, and literally the only thing I had to do with the pants was I took them and I seam ripped all the way up until the knee, on all of the side seams. And then I stitched the edges shut. And that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you have any suggestions or requests, please leave them in the comments down below. Until next time, tschüss!
You cashed in